The University of the West Indies Sport and Physical Education Center, St Augustine campus, would like you to pay attention to the following announcement provided for your safety. All exits are clearly marked. Please identify those closest to you. In the event of a fire, if the fire alarm sounds, ushers will direct you to the large exit doors to the north or to the south. Remain calm and follow their instructions. In the event of an earthquake, remain calm. Do not run or panic. Stay where you are. Most injuries happen when people are entering or leaving buildings. While an earthquake can be frightening, the actual ground movement is rarely dangerous. Following an earthquake, there may be aftershocks. Take the same precautions for these. You may then be instructed to leave the building. Please do so in an orderly fashion, as directed by the ushers, through the large exit doors to the north or to the south. Remain calm and follow their instructions. Once you are outside the building, please proceed to the emergency assembly points located at the car park east of the outdoor courts, the rugby field southwest of this building. Move in an orderly fashion to these locations. This is an emergency procedure note from the University of the West Indies Sport and Physical Education Center, St. Augustine campus.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Pro Vice-Chancellor, Sir Hilary Beckles, Honorary Graduate, Mr. Winford Joker Devine, Pro Vice-Chancellor and Campus Principal Cave Hill, Professor Eudine Barreto, Pro Vice-Chancellor and Campus Principal, Mona Campus, Professor Archibald MacDonald, Pro Vice-Chancellor and Campus Principal, Open Campus, Dr. Luce Longsworth, Pro Vice-Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, Professor Dale Weber, Deputy Campus Principal, the UWI St Augustine Campus, Professor Indar Ramnarayan, University Registrar William Eiton, Campus Registrar Mr. Richard Saunders, Campus Bursar Miss Andrea Taylor-Hanna, Campus Librarian Mr. Frank Sudin, Public Orator Professor Christine Carrington, President of the UWI Alumni Association, Trinidad and Tobago Chapter, Mr. Jerry Medford, Deans and other members of senior management and staff of the UWI St Augustine Campus, Valedictorian Mr. Riddell Keller, President of the Guild of Students, Mr. Jonathan St. Louis Nahus, and other members of the Guild of Students, members of the private sector and public sector, executive management of other tertiary level institutions, members of the media, our specially invited guest, graduating class of 2017, ladies and gentlemen. I've been told that the graduation ceremonies at St. Augustine have been growing steadily over the last decade. In this academic year, just ended, 18,327 students were enrolled. This year, we are graduating 38 PhDs, the highest ever in the history of this campus and this university. But there's something else that caught my eye. Trinidad and Tobago is well known as a place of many cultures. It is a meeting place of nations, and the St. Augustine campus reflects this. Here we are at the southern tip of the chain of islands, and we managed to attract 562 students from countries who are not part of the contributing territories. In fact, of those 562 students, 55 come from different countries. They come from 55 different countries. It is no wonder that this campus is so rich in diversity. You are leaving here today with a higher degree of appreciation of the diverse cultures that surround you. It will stand you in good stead. As this phase of your life comes to a close, so does another begin. This is the natural course of things. You are now about to set off on the greatest adventure of your life. What you make of this adventure is entirely in your hands. It will only be limited by your ambition. I advise you to aim for the stars, as nothing else should do. The only regrets that you are likely to have in life are not the things you did, but the things you wish you had done. You are now independent. You have the tools to make your way in the world. For many, this will be a time when you begin rearranging the strands of your life. You may be leaving home, finding a job, asserting your independence. You have been described as millennials, as having a sense of entitlement, as not having discipline, as being self-absorbed. I know better. You suffer from a wonderful affliction. It is called youth. You will prove your critics wrong. You will be the best of generations. You have now completed this phase of your formal education and will soon have that piece of paper for which you have toiled so hard. The piece of paper is of little consequence. What is of immense value is the education which you have attained from attending university. The ability to think critically, to learn, is of far greater value than any material possession, as it is an asset which can never be lost or taken from you. It should be the foundation upon which you build your life. Do not allow anyone ever to tell you that you cannot achieve your ambition or to discourage you from your dreams. Walk away from that advice. Believe in yourself. Go follow your dreams. There will always be obstacles in life, but you will overcome them. The story of a young woman who is graduating this year with first-class honors, St Augustine, is a compelling example. At the beginning of her final year at the Faculty of Science and Technology, her sister was diagnosed with cancer. Darren dropped everything to be with her. 1 year later, sadly, her sister passed away. Darren was so devastated that she contemplated not completing her degree. In her words, despair, disappointment, and sadness filled my heart, and I no longer wanted to continue. I was confused, and I felt that my leave of absence was of no avail. I did not help her. I did not save her. She pulled herself together. She did not give up. Darren is from Dominica and cannot be with us today as she has been dealt another blow. But we can be certain that she has the strength and the resilience to rise to this challenge. She is an inspiration to all of us. We must become more assured of ourselves and not be afraid of change. We are a talented people, but our past too often follows us to our detriment. There is strength in knowing where you have come from, but we cannot allow ourselves to be paralyzed by our historical circumstances. We all came to these islands under different conditions. We are no longer who our forefathers were. We are what we make of ourselves. You're about to enter an exciting world that is changing constantly and is going to create enormous opportunities for you. It is a place where you can make your dreams come true. To be successful, you must be curious. Your parents, I'm sure, taught you all, mind your own business. I will advise you, once you leave here, mind everybody's business. Be absolutely curious about every person you come into contact with. Turn every stone. Look at everything. Success lies in curiosity, to be constantly searching to do what I do today better tomorrow. I don't advise gossip. It is a caustic type of entertainment which is engaged in by people who are no longer searching for success, but are trying to pull down those who seek it. Always define yourself by the substance of your character. As an educated West Indian, you hold a responsibility to your community to provide assistance to those who have been less fortunate. I would like to encourage you to mentor a young person who, without your help, will fail. That way, you will make your communities stronger and our societies better. As the poet has said, the greatness of a person is not how much wealth they acquire, but in their integrity and their ability to affect those around them positively. I would like to see a renewed sense of civic responsibility. Our geography, our history, our size, our culture, and our economies give us reason to consider each other as family. This university, spread as it is across the region, represents all of our commonalities and all of our differences. You are now part of the UWI family. Use it to your advantage. Your graduation is a time to rejoice, to celebrate with your family and friends. It represents a crossroads in your life and the lives of your parents, your guardians, and all of those that played a part in getting you to this point. Those who supported you in this journey have much to be proud of today. This has been as much their success as yours. Never underestimate the huge contribution that your family and friends make to your success. We should reflect for a moment on the damage that has been done to our sister islands as a consequence of hurricanes Irma and Maria, along with the massive recent flooding in Trinidad. It reminds us how susceptible we are to climate change and natural disasters. The responses to these crises have reassured us that we are a caring people. In Grenada, after the graduation ceremony for the open campus, I was asked to sign a graduation booklet for Tessa Flavian, a St. Lucian graduate who did not attend the ceremony. Tessa, who graduated with a BSc in Social Sciences, first-class honors, donated the money she had set aside to come to her graduation to the relief effort in Dominica. Tessa set an example for all of us to follow of selfless leadership. We all congratulate her today. Acts like this keep us strong. the rebuilding process will be long and hard. You are inheriting the problems and the blessings of your country. The responsibility is now yours to shoulder. Today, as graduates of this university, you are proud West Indians. Be prepared to give to your community, to your country, and to your region. You have the power and the opportunity to build the countries of your dreams. I wish you well. We are met today in order that we mark, by a formal ceremony, the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which were laid down in the preamble of the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the power needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their advancement.
Chancellor, I now ask the public orator, Professor Christine Carrington, to present Mr. Winston Devine, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
Chancellor, my task today is to convince you to confer upon Mr. Winsford Joker Devine the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Honoris causa, for the sake of honor. In Mr. Devine's case, the question arises, in whose honor? I put it to you that it is our beloved university that would lose honor if we did not confer this degree. The man is a genius. This was the literal response of Professor Emeritus Gordon Roller when asked to comment on Mr. Devine's work. Mr. Devine has written over 600 songs spanning the entire breadth of the calypso genre and its descendant, soca. He not only wrote lyrics, he composed, and he often arranged and scored the music. He authored and composed over 80 of the Mighty Sparrows songs, including Drunk and Disorderly, Miss Mary, Philip My Dear, and Memories. He launched Marshall with Too Young to Soca and gave us I Love My Country, Tell Me Why, Feeling It, Corita Banca, In Time to Come, and Progress, the Calypso of the Millennium. Devine wrote for old Calypsonians, young Calypsonians, veterans, novices, men, women, serious social commentators, and comedians. He wrote on demand. He wrote when there was no demand, which was rarely ever. Sometimes the demand was so great, he would hide among the bushes behind his house when droves of Calypsonians came knocking, each desperate for a tune from the Kingmaker. Mr. Devine's portfolio is not just about quantity, it is about standing quality. His works demonstrate a keen insight into who we are and have shaped our reality. He said, vote them out, and the ruling party lost 33-3. In 1988, he took us sailing through a social, economic, and political storm. With Steel Band Woman, Save Our Domestics, and Isolate South Africa, he trained our scopes on feminists, working class, and human rights. Every shadow walk with a gun had us looking over our shoulders. Devine understands the sociology and psychology of his countrymen. Likewise, he knows his Calypsonians and tailors each song to suit. He writes to make us dance, laugh, cringe, cry, and contemplate. He said it himself, "I can't stop writing." Mr. Devine is a self-confessed information junkie, reading whatever he can get his hands on, obsessively following the news, and absorbing pearls of wisdom from friends and associates like Mervyn Bolong Ross, Clive Bradley, Joey Lewis, Merchant, Explainer, Lord Christo, Kitchener, Chalk Dust, Leston Paul, Ed Watson, Ronnie McIntosh's father, Adam Smith, Roy Cape, Art Decoto, Merle Albino Decoto, and Pat Bishop. The man is a genius. The Calypsonians and soca singers knew it, the pan men knew it, the musicians knew it. But for a long time, the rest of us were in the dark. For it was not the norm for Calypsonians to publicize the composers of their pieces. Singing Francine was the first to acknowledge him on her recordings. The rest of us are latecomers. A master of his craft, he knows exactly what he is doing, but like most true geniuses, he often doesn't know where it comes from. He picks up his guitar and it just comes. It began during his childhood in Mon Diablo, where his father gave him his first quattro lesson and where he improvised calypso lyrics and melodies with his brothers. Captivated by the village steel band, he would sneak into the panyard at night to listen. On the way home from school, he would slip into the empty panyard and play the instruments, using stems of hibiscus, until he was caught by Mano. Luckily, Mano recognized his talent and began to teach him music, trumpet, and pan, using real pan sticks. Mr. Devine won a college exhibition. His father, however, insisted that he learn a trade at San Fernando Technical Institute. He recalls how he obediently went on the first day, spent about an hour, left, and never went back. That was not what he wanted. In 1968, he moved to Nelson Street, Port of Spain, and joined Blue Diamond Steel Band. Plunged into the tumultuous world of Calypsonians and steel bandsmen, he began writing formally. His first tape, bought by Syl Taylor, the manager of the original Young Brigades, included gems like Rope, Drunk and Disorderly, and Queen of the Band. He never looked back. Blakey, Baron, Explainer, Crazy, Singing Francine, Sugar Aloes, The Mighty Trini, Marcia Miranda, and Karen Ashe were amongst those who benefited from his pen. His work regularly featured in the Calypso Monarch finals. His music also found favor with steel bands, taking several to the Panorama competition finals and serving as test pieces in the Steel Band Festival. His personal favorite, Somebody, was played by 28 steel bands in the 1989 Panorama competition. 7, including the winning band, played it in the final. Mr. Devine has been aptly described as a trendsetter, a unique voice, and a catalyst for ideas. His portfolio of work has defined contemporary calypso and soca. Always humble, he is quick to give credit where credit is due. However, he has not always been afforded the same consideration. He now has copyright to much of his material, but much remains wrongly credited to others. In 1988, he received the Hummingbird Medal Silver for his contribution to music and the arts. There have been other awards and recognition, but there have been no crowns for this kingmaker. Today, the UWI must do its part. Chancellor, I present Winsford Devine, lyricist, composer, musician, keen observer and documenter of society and human nature. I ask that by the authority vested in you by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, you confer on him the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
by the authority vested in me by the Senate and Council of the University of the West Indies, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, of the University of the West Indies. Congratulations. Lisa McSween and Anthony Mackenzie, students of the dance at the Department of Creative and Festival Arts, will now perform a piece entitled Calypso Music, choreographed by the UWI graduate Mindy Giles.
Sir, the persons whose names will be called, having studied in the University of the West Indies and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and the Senate of the University by the representatives of their faculties as Bachelor of Laws or Bachelor of Science, Engineering, or Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Geoscience, Geomatics, and Land Management Valuation, or certificates of the university. Sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Professor Rosemary Bell Antoine.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society.
Anton Abdul.
Congratulations, Anton. Well done.
Fazana Ali.
Congratulations, Fazana. Well done.
Sabira Ali.
Congratulations.
Arvin Arjun Singh.
Arvin, congratulations. Well done.
Shariz Bacchus.
Congratulations, Shariz. Well done.
Dairon D. Balda.
Aaron, congratulations. Well done.
Ravina Barath.
Congratulations, Ravina. Well done.
Jamal Bridgewater.
Jamal, congratulations. Well done.
Jamelia Bristol.
Jamelia, congratulations. Well done.
Prince Carew.
Congratulations, Prince. Well done.
Amy Marie Castani.
Amy Marie, congratulations. Well done.
Maria Collins.
Congratulations, Maria. Well done.
John Coombs.
Congratulations, John. Well done.
With first class honors, Alana Cumberbatch.
Congratulations, Alana. Well done.
Aisha Cunningham.
Congratulations, Aisha. Well done.
Josiah Cyrus.
Congratulations, Josiah. Well done.
Janicia Dalip Singh.
Anisha, congratulations. Well done.
Ronald Das.
Congratulations, Ronald. Well done.
Ivani Debadine.
Ivani, congratulations. Well done.
Kia Marie Diaz.
Congratulations.
Denisha Duke.
Congratulations, History.
Sumaya Dupraj.
Sumaya, congratulations.
Danielle East.
Congratulations, Daniel. Well done.
Khadija Eversley.
Khadija, congratulations.
Chantal Funilier.
Chantal, congratulations. Well done.
Andorra French James.
Andorra, congratulations. You're very popular.
Ayula George.
Ayuda, congratulations.
Simone Grant.
Congratulations, my dear.
Roger Hector.
Congratulations. Well done.
Candice Job.
Congratulations, Candice. Well done.
Tamika Joda.
Tamika, congratulations.
Sherry Niece John.
Congratulations, Sherry. Well done.
Kamisha Joyles.
Kamisha, congratulations. Well
Aliyah Kadar.
Miss Kadar, congratulations.
Yogita Kisun Singh.
Lupita, congratulations. Well done.
Bernal Joy Lafoucade.
Congratulations.
Sarah Lawrence.
Sarah, congratulations. Well done.
Nika Lewis.
Congratulations, Nika. Well done.
Atanasia Lopez.
Congratulations, Ms. Lopez.
Sarvani Maharaj.
Sarvani, congratulations.
Varun Maharaj.
Varun, congratulations. Well done.
Sarah Martinez.
Sarah, congratulations. Well done.
Vanessa McConney.
Vanessa, congratulations. Well done.
Leah Mendoza.
Congratulations, Leah. Well done.
Ansar Mohammed.
And Sal, congratulations.
Fahira Mohammed.
Fahira, congratulations.
Kernesta Mohammed.
Vanessa, congratulations.
Sharice Morton Gittins.
Congratulations, Cerise. Well done.
Krishan Pabu.
Christian, congratulations. Well done.
Selan Plowden.
Congratulations.
Attaining first class honors, Chitrani Raghunana.
Congratulations.
Shivana Rambarat.
Congratulations, Shivana.
Robert Ramsahai.
Congratulations, Robert. Well done.
Mark Segar. Avinash Sahabadin.
Avinash, congratulations.
Crystal Sambrano.
Congratulations, Crystal.
Cassiana Sankar.
Cassiana, congratulations. Well done.
Stephanie Sankar.
Stephanie, congratulations.
And with
well done.
first class honors, Shelby Sina.
Congratulations.
Anela Singh.
Nella, congratulations.
Aaron Smith.
Karen, congratulations. Well done.
Blaine Sobrian.
Congratulations, Blaine. Well done.
Sanjeev Suku.
Sanjeev, congratulations. Well done.
Kelly Spicer.
Kelly, congratulations. Well done.
Tanil Spicer.
Camille, congratulations. Well done.
Letitia Springer.
Congratulations, Letitia.
First
well done.
class honors, Vaughn Thomas.
Congratulations. Well done.
Aaron Tillett.
Congratulations.
Lisana Walks.
Lisana, congratulations.
Francis Weeks.
Congratulations, Francis. Well done.
Rachel Weeks.
Congratulations, Rachel. Well done.
Leanne Whiskey.
Leanne, congratulations. Well done.
Kadeem Williams.
Kadeem, congratulations.
Matthew Yearwood.
Congratulations, Matthew. Well done.
Victoria Forgeny.
Congratulations, Victoria. Well done.
Risa Mark.
Lisa, congratulations.
Suzette Richardson.
Congratulations, Suzette. Well done.
Attaining first class honors and doing the degree in 2 years, Rondell Keller.
Congratulations. Well done.
Chanel Hamilton.
Chanel, congratulations. Well done.
Macasey Jerome.
Casey, well done. Congratulations.
Nalini Ramjit.
Congratulations, Nalini. Well done.
First class honors and past law president, Crystal Charles.
Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations.
Sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Professor Stephen Gibb.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Engineering, or Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Geoscience, or Geomatics and Land Management, or have been awarded certificates of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society.
Bachelor of Science, Samuel Adipegwa Franklin.
Congratulations, Samuel. Well done.
Sergio Agostini.
Congratulations.
Ross Albert. Aidil Ali.
Congratulations. Well done. Mr. Ali, congratulations.
Riaz Ali.
Congratulations. Mr.
Jonathan
Ali.
Allen.
Jonathan, congratulations.
Dylan Applewhite.
Mr. Applewhite, congratulations.
Michaela Arjun with first class honors. Daniel Babal.
Daniel, congratulations.
Ravi Baburam with first class honors.
Ravi, congratulations.
Ritesh Baburam.
Ritesh, congratulations. Well done.
Elisheba Bajnath.
Ms. Bajnath, congratulations.
Rukaya Bash.
Rukaya, congratulations. Well done.
Darian Bala.
Darren, congratulations. Well done.
Vandana Balbadar.
Montana, congratulations. Well
Cherise Baldeo.
done. Cherise, congratulations.
Simon Bartlett.
Simon, congratulations. Well done.
Christopher Bihari.
Christopher, well done.
Nikolai Bihari.
Nikolai, congratulations. Well done.
Riyad Bihari.
Riyad, congratulations. Well done.
Rajendra Benny with first class honors.
Congratulations, Rajendra.
Sarah Benny.
Sarah, congratulations. Well done.
Varun Beru Singh.
Congratulations, Varun. Well done.
Celeste Bola with first class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Rakesh Bisoon.
Congratulations, Rakesh.
Bede Blackett.
Congratulations, Bede.
Zachary Blackwood.
Congratulations, Zachary. Very well
Ruel
done.
Bourne with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Kevin Bridgemohan.
Kevin, congratulations. Well done.
Emmett Burton.
Emmett, congratulations. Well
Jeremy
done.
Chaitu.
Jeremy, congratulations. Well done.
Avinda Chankar Singh.
Avinda, congratulations. Well done.
Chantal Charles.
Chantal, congratulations.
Ashley Chinaliong.
Ashley, congratulations.
Nicholas Chinmoon.
Nicholas, congratulations.
Nicole Clark with first class honors.
Nicole, congratulations.
Kibe Kojo with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Arun Davasi with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Shean Dasu.
Sharon, congratulations.
Angis Davis.
Congratulations on just
Alejandro De La Rosa.
Alejandro, great.
Christian Deo.
Christian, congratulations.
Jonelle D'Souza.
Mr. D'Souza,
Navin Dukaram
congratulations.
with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Priyanka Duki.
Congratulations.
Candice Ducree with first class honors.
Candice, congratulations.
Aixa Douglas with first class honors.
Ms. Douglas, congratulations, well done.
Craig Dwarika.
Craig, congratulations.
Cheyenne Edwin with first class honors.
Congratulations, Cheyenne, well done.
Chikelu Ekwe.
Chikoyo, congratulations, well done.
Danielle Eligon.
Miss Eligon, congratulations, well done.
Emile Ford.
Emile, congratulations.
Renee Zia Forte.
Renee, congratulations, well done.
Alicia Garcia.
Alicia, congratulations, well done.
Alia Garcia.
Alia, congratulations, well done.
Ashmead Garcia.
Ashley, congratulations, well done.
Carissa Garib.
Clarissa, congratulations.
Shaquille George.
Shakil, congratulations, well done.
Arun Guralal with first class honors.
Alvin, congratulations, well done.
Vicard Gibbons with first class honors.
Good.
Drew Glasgow.
Drew, congratulations, well done.
Cameroy Glasgow.
Cameroy, congratulations.
Sahid
well
Gopal.
Sahid, congratulations.
Mikael Gopal Singh.
Congratulations.
Jaya Gosain.
Jaya, congratulations, well done.
Lorenzo Graham.
Lorenzo, congratulations, well done.
Newton Grant.
Congratulations.
Torrance
Mr. Grant,
Harewood.
well done. Congratulations, well done.
Shalika Hazel.
Shalika, congratulations.
Cordial Hernandez.
Congratulations, well done, huh?
Shireen Hussain.
Shireen, congratulations.
Kiran Hussain.
Kiran, congratulations.
Cole Hussain.
Cole, congratulations, well done.
Zafir Hussain.
Zafir, congratulations.
Devlin Howie.
Devlin, congratulations.
Shanice Huggins.
Congratulations, Shanice, well
Sachin Jamraj.
done. Sachin, congratulations, well done.
Damian Jagru.
Damien, congratulations.
Karik Joseph.
Congratulations,
Kyren Katwaru.
Congratulations, Karen.
Jeremy Kafra.
Congratulations, Jeremy, well done.
Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq, congratulations, well done.
Fahim Kotdiwala.
Fahim, congratulations, well done.
Amy Laban.
Amy, congratulations, well done.
Christy Lal with first class honors.
Christy, congratulations, well done.
Gayatri Lala.
Well done, congratulations.
Brian Leakey.
Rian Smile, congratulations.
Thank you.
Bria Simone Lewis.
Bria, congratulations.
Trisha Lockhour.
Trisha, congratulations, well done.
Bridge Loghide.
Congratulations, well done.
Ronel Mahavir.
Mr. Mahadir, congratulations.
Amelia Maharaj with first class honors.
Amelia, congratulations, well done.
Arvind Maharaj.
Arvind, congratulations.
Kyle Maharaj. Manisha Maharaj with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Vamana Maharaj with first class honors.
Congratulations. well
Vimal Maharaj with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Kadir Manwa.
Kadeem, congratulations.
Jonathan Mapp.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Well done.
Vivek Reddy Mathangi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jonathan McCollin.
Jonathan, congratulations.
Amanda Mendonca.
Amanda, congratulations. Well done.
Amrita Milling with first class honors.
Amrita, congratulations.
Janella Mitchell.
Janelle, congratulations. Well done.
Muzaffar Mohammad Ali.
Musafa, congratulations.
Darian
well done.
Mohammed with first class honors.
Darren, congratulations.
Karishma Mohammed with first class honors.
Karishma, congratulations. Well
Christy
done.
Mohammed.
Christy, congratulations.
Misha Mohammed.
Congratulations, Mr. Mohammed.
Sadiqa Mohammed.
Sadiqa, congratulations.
Syed Mohammed.
Syed, well done.
Matthew Mohammed Suttle.
Matthew, congratulations.
Chad Monaville with first class honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Brandon Monroe.
Brandon, congratulations.
Simeon Moore.
Simeon, congratulations, well done.
Ariala Musai.
Ariella, congratulations, well done.
Karis Mungal with first class honors.
Paris, congratulations.
Vinay Mungal Singh.
Mr. Mungal Singh, congratulations.
Petra Murphy.
Petra, congratulations, well
Nafisa Nakid.
done. Nafisa, congratulations.
Vishanta Naris.
Santa, congratulations.
Dale Narayan.
Dale, congratulations, well done.
Kishan Narayan Singh with first class honors.
Mr. Narayan Singh, congratulations.
Shastra Parasham Singh.
Congratulations, Ms. Singh.
Simran Patnaik.
Simran, congratulations.
Jean-Nicolas Perryman.
John, congratulations, well done.
Lizelle Prasad.
Ms. Prasad, congratulations,
Shalini
well done.
Prasad.
Shalini, congratulations.
Sushmita Prasad.
Shishita, congratulations, well done.
Anuradha Fagu.
Ms. Paggu, congratulations, well done.
Kival Fagu.
Kiva, congratulations, well done.
Nadia Kintal.
Nadia, congratulations.
Shravan Ragbir.
Stefan, congratulations.
Sharik Rahim.
Sharif, congratulations, well done.
Akil Rajkumar with first class honors.
Don't look so serious, it's a great day.
Evan Ramdeen with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Ravi Ramcharan.
Ravi, congratulations.
Saira Ramcharita.
Sarah, congratulations.
Janelle Ramdahin.
Janelle, congratulations.
Kavita Ramdas.
Kavita, congratulations.
Ria Ramdeen.
Ria, congratulations. Well
Dylan
done.
Ramdani.
Dylan, congratulations. Well done.
Christy Ramdani.
Christy, congratulations.
Kavel Ramgati.
Miss Ramrati, congratulations.
David Ramgobin.
David, congratulations. Well done. Huh?
Deepak Ramjatan.
Deepa, congratulations.
Romel Ramjit Singh.
Romel, congratulations. Well done.
Deepak Ramkisoon.
Deepak, congratulations. Well done.
Shaniel Ramlal.
Chanel, congratulations.
Renol Ramlogan.
Renal, congratulations.
Vinod Ramlogan.
Fima, congratulations. Well done.
Shivan Ramnares with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Nayala Ramnarayan.
Naila, congratulations.
Rachel Ramuta.
Congratulations, Rachel.
Rialda Rampol.
Miss Rampal, congratulations. Well done.
Valeen Rampasad.
Miss Ramprasad, congratulations.
Joshua Ramsamuj with first class honors.
Mr. Ramsugmuj, congratulations.
Ronald Ramsarup with first class honors.
Ronald, congratulations. Well done.
Joshua Ratan, first class honors.
Congratulations. I didn't get to applaud you.
Amit Roop.
Amit, congratulations. Well done.
Romaldo Rosales with first class honors.
Fernando, congratulations. Well done.
Joel Sadiq.
Congratulations, Joel. Well done.
Sridevi Sahadeo.
Tridevi, congratulations, well done.
Vinesh Sahadeo Singh.
Dinesh, congratulations.
Rajon Sambari.
Congratulations, well done.
Varisha Samlal.
Miss Samlal, congratulations.
Anthony Samuel.
Anthony, congratulations, well done.
Anjali Sankar.
Anjali, congratulations, well done.
Stefan Sarju Singh with first class honors.
Stefan, congratulations.
Kifim Scott.
Tiffin, congratulations, well done.
Jesse Sinath.
Jesse, congratulations, well done.
Nabil Shorab.
Congratulations.
Brandon Sibu.
Brandon, congratulations.
Darian Sinanan.
Darren, congratulations.
Jerome
well
Singh.
done. Jerome, congratulations.
Jonathan Singh.
Jonathan, congratulations.
Mark
well done.
Singh.
Mark, congratulations.
Nicholas Singh.
Nicholas, congratulations.
Anthony Sudin with first class honors.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Amelia Sukan Singh.
Congratulations, Amelia.
Jerome St. Louis.
Jerome, congratulations. Well
Shannon
done.
Sundar Singh.
Shannon, congratulations.
Maria Suraj.
Maria, congratulations.
Trevon Tiwari.
Trevor, congratulations.
Ayinde Thomas.
Ayende, congratulations. Well done.
Jabari Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, congratulations.
Kiran Thomas.
Kiran, congratulations.
Michael Thompson, excuse me.
Mr. Thomas, congratulations.
Marlon Trotman.
Marlon, congratulations.
Kevin Victor.
Congratulations, Kevin. Well done.
Karen Waits.
Karen, congratulations. Well done.
Dominic Waldron.
Dominic, congratulations. Well done.
Miriam Waterman.
Congratulations, Miriam. Well
Shireen
done.
Williams.
Shireen, congratulations.
Siobhan Williams with first class honors.
Siobhan, congratulations. Well done.
Stefan Williams.
Stefan, congratulations.
Kalisha Williams Gittins.
Alicia, congratulations. Well done.
Tayab Yakub.
Diane, congratulations. Well done.
Jean-Pierre Camps.
Jean-Pierre, congratulations.
Javid Adam.
David, congratulations.
Shanice
well done.
Martin.
Sharice, congratulations. Well done.
Jevin Paul with first class honors.
Congratulations, David.
Rene Regis.
Congratulations, Renee. Well done.
Anissa Mohammed.
Anisha, congratulations. Well
Ariela Sanchez.
done. Ariel, congratulations.
Kifa
well done.
Acha.
Ustad, congratulations.
Sandra Mahibi.
Sandra, congratulations.
Asia Ali. Andrew Redon with first class honors.
Congratulations.
Mikhail Singh.
Mikhail, congratulations.
Alex Hariprasad.
Alex, congratulations.
Liana Ramdan.
Oh, yes? Congratulations. I now call on Mr. Rondell Keller, Bachelor of Law, First Class Honors, to deliver the valedictory address.
Chancellor, the University of the West Indies, Mr. Robert Bermudez, Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Honorary Graduate, Mr. Winsford Joker Devine, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal, Caville Campus, Professor V. Udine Barato, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal, Mona Campus, Professor Archibald MacDonald, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal of the Open Campus, Dr. Luz Longsworth, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal of the St. Augustine Campus, Professor Brian Copeland, Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Graduate Studies and Research, Professor Dale Weber, Deputy Campus Principal, the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine Campus, Professor Inda Ramnarain, University Registrar, Mr. C. William Aiton, Campus Registrar, Mr. Richard Saunders, Campus Bursar, Ms. Andrea Taylor Hanna, Campus Librarian, Mr. Frank Swedin, Public Orator, Professor Christine Carrington, President, the UWI Alumni Association Trinidad and Tobago Chapter, Mr. Jerry Medford, Deans and other members of the senior management and staff of the University of the West Indies St. Augustine Campus, President of the Guild of Students, Mr. Jonathan St. Louis Nahus, and other members of the Guild of Students, members of the private and public sectors, executive management of other tertiary level institutions, members of the media, and other specially invited guests, graduating class of 2017, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. To be able to stand here today in the presence of my now highly qualified colleagues is indeed an honor. I'd first like to thank God for having brought me this far. I'd also like to thank the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Professor Rosemary Bell-Antoine, for having expressed her confidence in me to deliver the valedictory address for the class of 2017. Thank you. We are gathered in spec to receive our degrees for which we worked ever so hard. At this moment, all I could think about is my first ever law exam I had right in here. It was my first experience of time vanishing before my eyes. I thought I had 5 minutes left, but I heard, candidates, the time is now 3 p.m., pens down, stop writing, stop all writing. I was real proud too. Every one of us has had the terrifying experience of walking into an exam that we felt was near impossible to study for, or even less, pass. But once again, time has vanished before our eyes, and we are here in spec again, graduating successfully, class of 2017. We now wear gowns that look like capes, representing the superheroes that we are, having passed all those courses we thought we failed. Today at SPEC, our status has changed from examination candidates to university graduates. We are moving on, a brand new chapter. Though the titles on our degrees may be different, we all had to walk the same road, a road faced with many obstacles and challenges. That journey involved many sacrifices, having to face our fears, and yes, shedding some tears. To be able to stand here today was not something I nor you could have done alone. We must give thanks to those who supported us, our parents, our children, spouses, family members, and friends. For me, had it not been for the support of my parents, I'm not sure would have been able to graduate today. I was born to two teenage parents who hailed from a disadvantaged community. The sad reality is that not many of these similar situations today end positively. The journey we traveled as a family was long. However, it was my mother's ambition and my father's work ethic that inspired me from a very young age to never be limited by what others thought that you could do, but instead be driven by what you believed the best version of yourself had to offer. So today, I'd like to give a deep, heartfelt thank you to my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Keller, sitting over there. In fact, we should give a standing ovation to all of those who supported us throughout the years. Give them a round of applause, blow a kiss, send a hug. They have supported us emotionally and financially throughout the years. Gate helped us so far, and law books were really expensive. To the class of 2017, thank you for being an amazing group. You made the last few years memorable. At the University of the West Indies, we met some people that made the journey much more comfortable, and we made friendships bound to last a lifetime. But let's be real. Most of us really made friends because engineering and law students appreciate misery loves company. Thank you, Shawnell, for being the best and greatest friend that I could ask for during this degree. We've also had the support and guidance of highly qualified and experienced lecturers. To our lecturers and respective deans, thank you for your dedication and passion. For some of us, our lecturers even became our mentors, who invested their hearts into our development, going beyond the call of duty. And I am eternally grateful to Mr. Timothy Afonso for having been my mentor throughout this law degree. Now, class, simply having a degree doesn't build our character. We must always seek to become the best versions of ourselves by having the highest levels of integrity, compassion, humility, and respect. We must consider ourselves privileged to have been given this opportunity to be qualified in our respective fields. As UWI students of law, we have been trained to become advocates and critical thinkers. UWI students of engineering have been trained to be innovative and methodical. Ultimately, we've both been prepared to become problem solvers. So what do we do now with the knowledge that we have been given? Our journey of critical thinking and innovation should not end here. We are a group of citizens to whom our respective countries are now looking to for answers to questions unsolved. We must commit ourselves to issues beyond our respective fields. We must dare to think outside the boxes, shift boundaries, and readjust the lenses through which we view the world. I hope, after having passed through this eminent Caribbean institution, we now all appreciate that though we live literally on islands, we cannot exist in isolation from each other. Every CARICOM territory shares similar experiences and challenges, albeit at different times. There should be no place for xenophobia in the heart of a UWI graduate. I would hope in the near future, in our lifetime, we can witness the Caribbean Court of Justice as our final court of appeal in our respective CARICOM nations. Life, as we walk through the doors of this hall, may not be as great as we expected it to be. There will be moments of disappointment, despair, and frustration. The reality is that not all of us may end up in that dream job that we hoped for once we got a degree. However, wherever you end up, always strive to add value to the process. Never settle for the status quo. Wake up each morning with a sense of optimism and conviction. Create opportunities for yourself while opening doors for others. In the words of Maya Angelou, when you get, give. When you learn, teach. Today, we officially say goodbye to everything that was familiar and everything that was comfortable. We are moving on, embracing change with a brave face. Armed with our UWI degrees, we are all destined to succeed. Many of us here will literally change the world in our endeavors as chemical, mechanical, or civil engineers, attorneys, judges, even attorneys general or prime ministers. Today, we are all proud, and we should be proud of ourselves throughout the rest of our years as we strive to become the best versions of ourselves. Thank you.
Sir, I now ask Professor Dale Weber, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of higher degrees.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas and have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
From the Faculty of Law, the Cave Hill campus, Master of Laws, Lavana Bouye.
Congratulations, Lavana, well done.
Master of Laws, Intellectual Property, Candice Layers.
Candice, congratulations, well done.
From the St Augustine campus, Master of Laws, Corporate and Commercial Law, Aretha Alain.
Aretha, congratulations, well done.
Khadija Bidou.
Khadija, congratulations, well done.
Elena Da Silva.
Elena, congratulations, well done.
Helen Joseph.
Helen, congratulations, well done.
Nicola Joseph.
Nicola, congratulations, well done.
Janelle Smith.
Janelle, congratulations, well done.
Master of Laws, Intellectual Property, Tiffany Richards.
Tiffany, congratulations, well done.
Farhana Mohammed.
Farhana, congratulations, well done.
Faculty of Engineering, Master of Science in Chemical and Process Engineering, Brian Sellier.
Brian, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Chemical and Process Engineering with Management, Brandon Joseph.
Congratulations, Brandon, well done.
Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Karina Gafoor Ramjon.
Karina, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Civil with Environmental Engineering, Ramud Deoki Singh.
Congratulations,
Rajiv Motiram.
Rajiv, congratulations.
Master of Science in Coastal Engineering and Management, Rihanna Gonzalez.
Rihanna, congratulations.
Master of Science in Construction Management, Kimberly Batiste.
Kimberly, congratulations, well done.
Marlon Charles.
Marlon, congratulations, well done.
Atiba D'Souza.
Atiba, congratulations, well done.
Kareem Emtij.
Karim, congratulations, well done.
Aziel Gabriel with distinction.
Well done, congratulations.
Laura Garcia.
Laura, congratulations, well done.
Keegan Harold.
Keegan, congratulations, well done.
Andre Lewis.
Andre, congratulations, well done.
Henny Mirage with distinction.
Congratulations.
Faye Mohammed with distinction.
Faye, congratulations, well done.
William Roberts.
William, congratulations, well done.
Sarah Singh with distinction.
Sarah, congratulations.
Mika Suku with distinction.
Mika, congratulations.
Rakesh Suku.
Rakesh, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Engineering Asset Management, Damien Babulal.
Damien, congratulations, well done.
Cornell John.
Congratulations, Cornell, well done.
Satira Maharaj with distinction.
Satira, congratulations, well done.
Amrit Ramnanan.
Amrit, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Engineering Management, Hassan Mohammed.
Hassan, congratulations, well done.
Dale Ramcharan.
Dale, congratulations, well done.
Himraj Ramsaran.
Imraj, congratulations.
Master of Science in Environmental Engineering, Andre Burkett with distinction.
Congratulations, Andre, well done.
Anisha Dionarine with distinction.
Anisha, congratulations, well done.
Sharon Jitta.
Sharon, congratulations, well done.
Aruna Kudan.
Aruna, congratulations, well done.
Reeves Lewis.
Reeves, congratulations, well done.
Rishi Shafi.
Rishi, congratulations.
Master of Science in Food, Science and Technology, Jaron Baird.
Jaron, congratulations, well done.
Shari Bino with distinction.
Shari, congratulations, well done.
Khalil Mohammed.
Khalil, congratulations, well done.
Amit Suku with distinction.
Amit, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Geoinformatics, Shivani Dionarine.
Shivani, congratulations, well done.
Rajesh Dudlao.
Rajesh, congratulations, well done.
Shakil Hossain with distinction.
Shakir, congratulations, well done.
Marcus Jackson.
Marcus, congratulations, well done.
Carlos Julian.
Carlos, congratulations, well done.
Joel Mapp with distinction.
Congratulations, Joel, well done.
Master of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Clayton Bunraj.
Congratulations.
Brad Deborah with distinction.
Congratulations, Brad, well done.
Lydia Haripol.
Lydia, congratulations, well done.
Lindy Mutalal.
Congratulations.
Nishti Ramnarayan.
Congratulations.
Kayla Singh.
Kayla, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Production Engineering and Management, Dish Maharaj.
Dish, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Production Management, Crystal Batiste.
Crystal, congratulations, well done.
Rhea Ramdial.
Rhea, congratulations, well done.
Nisha Siprasad.
Nisha, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Project Management, Jude Bain with distinction.
Congratulations, well done.
Surendra Balgobin.
Surendra, congratulations, well done.
Laura Basdio with distinction.
Laura, congratulations.
Joy Benjamin Charles.
Joy, congratulations, well done.
Jermaine Cave with distinction.
Jermaine, congratulations.
Iqbal Chang with distinction.
Congratulations, Iqbal.
Kathy Ann Christopher Cole.
Kathy Ann, congratulations.
Jason Cropper.
Jason, congratulations, well done.
Karen Cumberbatch with distinction.
Karen, congratulations, well done.
Charlene Davis.
Charlene, congratulations, well done.
Shalini Debedine.
Shalini, congratulations.
Dixie Ann D'Souza.
Dixie Ann, congratulations, well done.
Kaveen Gooding with distinction.
Kaveen, congratulations.
Avian Gulcharan.
Avian, congratulations.
Rhonda Gregg.
Rhonda, congratulations, well done.
Anthony Guerra.
Anthony, congratulations, well done.
Leah Hernandez.
Leah, congratulations, well done.
Jamie Hilaire.
Jimmy, congratulations, well done.
Kimberly Jacob.
Kimberly, congratulations.
Denzel Jofield.
Denzel, congratulations.
Lolita Kisundath Singh with distinction.
Lolita Peter, congratulations.
Ephraim Lyons.
Ephraim, congratulations. Well done.
Rudolph MacDonald with distinction.
Rudolph, well done.
Jai Melville.
Congratulations, Jai, well done.
Matthew Mohammed.
Matthew, congratulations, well done.
Peter Morris.
Peter, congratulations, well done.
Karen Otley.
Congratulations, Karen, well done.
Brianna Patino.
Brianna, congratulations.
Nicole Prince.
Nicole, congratulations.
Jared Ramnarine with distinction.
Jared, well done.
Bruce Sanchez.
Congratulations, Bruce, well done.
Sean Shahid.
Sean, congratulations, well done.
Shazim Subhan with distinction.
Shazim, congratulations.
Akil Thomas.
Akil, congratulations, well done.
Keisha Williams with distinction.
Keisha, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Urban and Regional Planning, Nicole Cesar.
Nicole, congratulations, well done.
Jason Narain.
Jason, congratulations.
Laura Williams Pratt.
Laura, congratulations, well done.
Master of Science in Water and Wastewater Services Management, Isaiah Pardey.
Isaiah, congratulations, well done.
Master of Applied Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Major in Communication Systems, Ryan Mahahedo.
Ryan, congratulations, well done.
Shimon Pike.
Shimon, congratulations, well done.
Master of Applied Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Major in Control Systems, Daryl Bechu.
Ryan, congratulations.
Master of Applied Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Major in Integrated Systems, Kester Bremner.
Esther, congratulations, well done.
Tanya Carter.
Tanya, congratulations, well done.
Zin Mark King.
Zin, congratulations, well done.
Petter Lincoln with distinction.
Petter, well done, well done.
Haniel Madramutu.
Haniel, congratulations.
Mark Richards with distinction.
Mark, congratulations, well done.
Kerdine Sandy.
Eddie, congratulations, well done.
Daniela Taklansing.
Daniela, congratulations.
Nakisha Rambaran.
Nakisha, congratulations, well done.
Master of Philosophy, Civil Engineering, Mark Cooper.
Mark, congratulations, well done.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
For the Doctor of Philosophy in Construction Engineering, I present Leighton Ellis.
I recognize your advancement in our society.
For the Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering, I present Joseph Iwaro.
Congratulations. I acknowledge your advancement in our society.
For the Doctor of Philosophy in Surveying and Land Information, I present Gabrielle Tonks.
recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. I now call on the President of the UWI Alumni Association Trinidad and Tobago Chapter, Mr. Jerry Medford, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Good afternoon, graduates. On behalf of the UWI AATT, I would just like to extend my congratulations to all of you on your recent achievement and to welcome you as the newest members to the UWI Alumni Fraternity. I will now ask you all to stand and to repeat the pledge after me. I'm hoping that you're going to be as enthusiastic as I am and will get it right the first time so that I can hear your voices resonating through the hall, okay? As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, let's just try that again this time, right? Thank you. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West, as I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region. I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Okay, I'm going to ask you, I've been asked before you take your seats to ask that you remain standing, that you turn to page 103 of your program, and there you will find the university song. I know for a lot of you would be hearing it for the first time, but we're going to ask you to sing along, and we're going to ask everybody else to stand and join in the singing of the university song. Thank you very much.
Shape our destiny.
Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. And as first-year graduates or first-time graduates, we just want to let you know from the alumni that membership is free for all first-year graduates. So when you sign up, you'll be advised accordingly. Thank you very much.
Before we close, on behalf of the graduating class of 2017, I would like to thank everyone whose effort made it possible to have this special ceremony today. If I could reinforce what the valedictorian said, the truth of the matter is that there is no journey that we can make in life alone. And here you have your family, your friends, your supporters sitting here as excited about this event as each one of you is. So I would like the class of 2017 to rise and give their parents, their friends, their supporters an overwhelming round of applause. This brings to a close the public ceremonies by which the University of the West Indies has signaled the award of degrees, diplomas, certificates to its graduates. The company will now disperse. If you all would remain standing for a moment and let us retire. Thank you.